Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the Vibe Tribe family. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday, and well, I really don't have a subject matter for today. It's just a bunch of random thoughts and lots of squirrels. Oh, was I squirrely today? But it wouldn't really be a Cherri video if I wasn't. So instead of me telling you about it, let's just get right into it here. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you would hit that subscribe button and join the Vibe Tribe family. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, as it lets me know I'm on the right track for creating content for you. If you don't like today's video, that's okay. It doesn't bother me. To each their own. Thanks for the watch time. Make sure you hit that notification bell, as it lets you know when my videos upload. And right now, with it being summer, it's really random. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video.
Hey everyone, how's your day going so far? Hope everything's going well. Cherri here, aka Diamond Art Addiction, and welcome to Let's Talk Tuesday. I don't really have a specific topic today, so I'm just gonna call it Cherri's Ramblings. Okay, it's gonna be one of them kind of days today. As you can see, I am no longer working on Angel Baby right now. If you follow me on Instagram or are in the Vibe Tribe family Facebook group, you'll know why. But just in case you're not aware, I was getting frustrated with it. And it's not one thing in particular. Well, I found that the drills wouldn't sit still. Like they just kept moving and slipping and sliding. And with it being a square, if you don't have something on a square, from what I'm noticing, and this is just me, I am not that familiar with square diamond paintings. I love me round. I love my round. I like round. It's just what works for me. But when the drills were moving, you notice it, right? Like you see it. And with my OCD, if things aren't, I was spending more time trying to re-straighten the drills than I was making any progress on the painting. And then I was feeling rushed because Xavier's birthday is Saturday and I wanted to have it done for that day. And I was just I'm already emotional enough as it is. I usually, like yesterday you could just look at me and I was gonna go, and I was just gonna start bawling. So I decided last night, after much deliberation within my squirrely brain, that I was just done. I'm done, and I put it aside. I'm like, you know what? I'll work on it when I get to it. Now I've got a little over a year, because we haven't quite hit that day yet. I have a little over a year, maybe I can do it for Christmas, whatever. I needed to just I did the 5-second rule. and I did a video on the 5-second rule ways back there. And I'm like, okay, I stepped back, I went outside, I had some bubbles, and I'm like, okay, so it's not a big deal. I don't need to put, and that's the nice thing about diamond painting, is you don't have to put a time limit on things as to when they get done. They get done when they get done. And that's huge. That is a huge stepping stone for me, because usually I'm one of those people, once I start something, I want it done now, right? And I need to be able to learn to step back and talk myself down and go, okay, is it mandated? Is it absolutely necessary? No? Okay, well, let's not stress over it. So I instead pulled out my custom diamond painting of my grandson, and as soon as I seen it, I started smiling, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna spend the remainder of the week working on this. I still do have Dreamer Designs to finish, but ran into a little bit of a hiccup with it. So I'll share that with you guys when I do the post review. So I'm slowly dwindling down on the whips. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, and I'm back. Mr. Addiction is running out and needed to talk to me for a minute. And then I needed to turn on the air conditioner because here in Canada, it's a little bit toasty. Actually, because of our weather, I woke up this morning with a little bit of a summer cold, took some Tylenol cold, and I'm not so stuffied up right now, which feels great. Squirrel, I know I was talking about the diamond painting. I don't even know what I was talking about because what was like milliseconds for you has been about half an hour for me. So of course, and then I'm not gonna take my phone off the tripod to see where I left off. I'll just wing ding it, if you know what I mean. So as I was saying earlier before I completely squirreled, I chose to start working on my custom of my grandson, the cats. Goddess love my cats. Had a field day with the original. This is the second one. So I'm gonna, my YouTube friend Pippa gave me some suggestions on maybe what I can do to repair the first one. But for now, I'm gonna work on this one. This one is from Treasure Studios Art. You can kind of see right there. This is from the new supplier. I am definitely liking this much better. I'll be honest, I'm not very fond of the cover. It's the thicker cover. I prefer the thinner, but I guess because of the type of adhesive that this is, you've got to have a bit of a thicker cover. I get it. I understand it. I do like the adhesive. I do, because your drills don't move. Now, I've only ever done a rounds from Treasure Studios Art. I do have a diamond painting coming, two actually, from Treasure Studios that are square. So I'm looking forward to seeing the difference of a square painting here versus the angel baby that I was doing. I mean, we'll see if it's just square paintings frustrate me or if it was just that one. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not here to talk about comparing diamond paintings. Well, I guess it is kind of a rambling video. So, squirrel! You know, you guys, there was a part of me today that didn't even want to do a video. But I did. And it's just because, as I call it, Hell Week, it is. This is tough for me to try and keep myself together. I don't know, every year at this time. I usually get really, well, normally I go kind of quiet and I don't talk to anybody at all. Like I literally like drop off the face of the planet, kind of disappear. And this year I am doing a lot better. I will definitely give credit where credit's due, and a lot of it comes from you guys, the Vibe Tribe family. You guys are what's helping to keep me going right now. And it's not that I get like all the previous years. I'm not like I need to be in a hospital kind of, but it's not easy. It really isn't. Like, you know, I was actually talking about this with someone the other day, you know, because I filmed my stillbirth story and I seriously, you guys, don't remember a lot of it. Like bits and pieces, I remember. And I don't know if that's the brain's way of blocking out what happened, or because it was like, when I think back, it was almost as if it was a dream. I might have talked about this in another video. I don't know. And by me talking about this is not trying to dwell on it. It's just that time of year. And the only thing I have on my mind this time of year is Xavier. It is what it is. You know, and doing my grandson's painting is brightening me up because my grandson actually has his uncle's name, because his name is Grayson James Xavier Cox. So it's nice that Xavier's name is in his nephew now. So he'll always know that he was named after his uncle in the sky. What else is going on in my world right now? I don't know, a whole bunch of a lot, to be honest with you guys. I really lead a boring life. I really, truly do. It's very quiet, peaceful, and I purposely live like this because it keeps the bullshit at bay. I don't know, like it's like you come to a certain point in your life where you've just had enough bullshit that you don't want no more bullshit. So, and having a lot of friends really brings on shit. It really, like, I'm not saying my friends, the very few that I do have, but when you have a lot of friends, that's when issues can arise, I've noticed. And I am not a very social person. Back when I was younger, oh yeah. In my 20s, oh yeah. You know, and then it seemed when I hit 30 and started my healing journey was when I started axing people out of my life. You know, and that was all through the 30s, and now I'm in the 40s, and I have even fewer people in my world. And ever since January, I've really learned who my friends are and who they are not. Like, you know, and then since I started doing YouTube, you know, and I don't know why people are shitty with me because I'm doing this, but c'est la vie. Bye-bye. I think right now my only stressors is the financial. Like, it's literally keeps you up at night. Like, no word of a lie. Like, I learned from the first time when I got sick in 2017 that I didn't have the insurance, like life or disability insurance on my car. So I lost my Cadillac. Yes, I was driving a Cadillac. I had a 4-door car. It was used, but it had low mileage when I got it. And it was a sweet ride, you guys. Like, I miss that car, but I couldn't afford the car. Like, with a nice car comes a nice car payment. And being the dumbass that I was, and that seriously, if I can warn anybody, you know, when I went and got that car, you know, you're at the dealer and you're working everything out and they're like, do you want disability life insurance? Nope. Because you don't think you're going to get sick when you're that young, right? Like, you don't think you're going to need it. And I wasn't even that young. Like, I got that car, 2014. Was it 2014 or 2015? And I didn't think I was going to get sick where I would have to take months on end off. So, because you think you're invincible. Like, even in your 30s, you don't foresee that stuff kind of happening. And my car payment was like $613 a month. Like, that's almost like a small mortgage. You know, and that was just the only reason why it was really that high is because I had a lot of negative equity from the previous car that I had. And the reason why I wanted to trade it in, because I've got a brand new car right off the lot. And the dealer lied to me when he told me that there was cruise control. Like, I knew it was a base model. I said, as long as it's got cruise control and air conditioning, right? Like, those were the two things that are kind of, because I'm a thunderfoot. Like, I'm one of those people when I'm on the road. Oh, I will be sitting there flipping the bird and yelling and hooting and hollering. Like, 1 minute I could be sitting there, you know, singing freaking happy tunes, and then all of a sudden I'm like, blah, 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 where'd you get your license? A Cracker Jack box. Just losing my, and then I'm back to being all happy hunky-dory again the moment that I've got the road to myself. You know, and it's just, yeah, I got road rage. I'm one of those people that I speed to where I'm going. Not much. Like, in Canada, our speed limit on most highways is 110 kilometers an hour. I drive about 120 to 125. I don't know what that is in miles per an hour. I don't understand miles. I go, see, there we go. Okay. Squirrel. I try so hard when I'm speaking with my American friends. Like, they talk, you know, so gas is so much per gallon. We go by liters up here. You know, you got, like, Americans go by miles, we go by kilometers. Americans go by Fahrenheit, we go by Celsius. I'm slowly learning the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit. I'm learning the difference between gallons to liters. Like, I know in a gallon is 3.78 liters. So right now we are roughly paying about $1.14 a liter for gas. So whatever that works out in gallons, I don't know if we're better up here or if we're worse than the Americans. I don't know. But I live in Alberta, which is oil country. You think we'd be paying less? No. So yeah, that's better. There's my little escapade on driving. I don't even know why I was talking about driving. I have no idea. That's basically my brain. Oh, I was talking about, it started with talking about finances, and then I went to how I lost my car because I got sick and giving a piece of it. Okay, then that's how we got to that. Okay. Man, I literally feel like I am just Looney Tunes right now. It literally feels like all the days are just kind of melding together. And so on and so forth. Oh, just give me a second, guys. And I'm back. I had to take a phone call there. All right, so we are going to try multi-placing. I don't get it. Like, I have been trying to learn how to multi-place. I've got a 3-placer on my pen, and I go to use the multi-placer, and then I end up having to go back because I gotta correct things. So let's see if I can do this here. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's just I got a big section of the same color, so I'm like, well, the only way see, now I'm going in to fix it. See, I got too much glue or wax. I got too much wax. I'm actually trying out blue wax right now, right here. Like, I'm giving it a shot. Do I notice a difference between the red? This here is a lot softer. Like, I have red right here. And this is the Diamond Art Club wax. Like, this here I'm able to squish really easy. And I'm not this is my left hand. I'm not left-handed, but with this here I find a lot more tougher. So I think I'm gonna go back to using the red, especially for multi-placing right now, because I find with the blue, my diamonds move around too much, and as I was talking in the beginning of the video, I don't like that. I like it when things look straight and pretty and nice. Yeah, I'm picky like that. I don't like it when things look off, and maybe that's why I struggle so much with square diamond paintings, because I'm spending more time straightening the things than I am anything else. So yeah, she'd be a wee bit little frustrating for me. Okay, there we go. Now we got our red wax on. See, this has been a goal of mine for a while, is to learn how to multi-place. Okay. I would like to learn how to multi-place, especially when you're forget it. I don't like it when my stuff looks crooked. Forget it. Nope, not happening. We're going back to single place, and it's just gonna take me a little bit longer to get diamond paintings done than it would the average person. Oh well. Well, the people who multi-place. I don't want to have to go back in behind the multi-place and have to fix it. See, as I was saying earlier, before the great big squirrel, yeah, the only real thing that's got me getting some sleepless nights is finances, which I'm sure a lot of you can understand. Yesterday, I got the shock of my life. I got my cell phone bill, and I got my home phone, internet, and cable bill. Well, between the two bills, I owe almost $1,700. I love my children. I very much do. Well, my oldest boy didn't know. I'm not going to go into details, but he's been having to use a tablet instead of a cell phone. His cell phone is right now on a base plan until we get it back. Long story, not going to get into it. So I gave him a tablet to use. Little did either of us knew that when you text from a tablet, it costs a buttload of money. Yeah, so I got $1,000 cell phone bill. I spent a good majority of the afternoon after I filmed my little mail haul Monday video there. She was a little haul. That's okay. And I spent the better part of the afternoon talking with the company. Then when it came to the home phone and internet and cable, I don't have unlimited data, right? I have a plan, and there's nothing to warn me when we go over our data. I didn't get any notification. I didn't get anything, and we went way over. Well, I mean, you look at me. I mean, I'm uploading videos, and I'm on Wi-Fi all the time. And then you've got Mr. Addiction doing his thing. He's a gamer, so he's online. And then you get two teenage boys whose lives depend on being online, apparently, because we're in that day and age now. So we went way over. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get us out from under this. But where there is a will, there is a way. I didn't get much sleep last night because I'm freaking out. Because I'm the one that handles the finances. And I mean, I can admit I am awful at saving money. Now, I am good at paying bills. I'm good at grocery shopping. When you have the money to go get groceries. But I am awful at saving money. And it's funny because I was listening to Diamond Dave's live the other night. By the way, way to go, Dave. You had a wicked live. I very much enjoyed it. I will link Diamond Dave down below in the description box. Go check him out. He's absolutely hilarious. I love his cat, Hank. Every time I see Hank getting in the way of Dave's diamond painting reminds me of my cat, does the same thing. So it's always good for a laugh. Definitely go check him out. He puts out some pretty good content. I very much enjoy it. But I was listening to his live and he was sitting there saying, you know, how he makes sure the bills are paid and he makes sure, you know, but when it comes to saving, yeah, no, right out the door. And I'm like, yeah, hi, that's me. Yep, hi. Yeah, me too. I was like, preach it, dock it, because you're talking my language. And I'm awful. I am awful at saving. You know, I always have been. Such is life. Such is life. Give me 1 sec, folks. And I'm back. And what was milliseconds again for you guys was well over an hour for me. I had to grab some dinner and then I started watching a show. And I know I was talking about money and how I'm awful at saving. I always make sure everything gets paid and try to make sure that there's food in the house. But I'm awful at saving and I really wish I could get better at it. I am awful. I have impulse control issues. That is my thing, but I am learning as time goes on that I do need to work on that, because otherwise we're going to be in the pickle that we are right now. And $1,800 worth of bills and we have no food. Like literally, you guys, we are living off of soup and crackers. C'est la vie. It is what it is. The universe always takes care of their own. You know, when I talked about my Cadillac, you know, I know this video is very, very squirrely, but it wouldn't be a Cherri video unless it was. And right now I'm a lot more squirrely brained than I normally am. But what I was trying to get to a little bit earlier is that I did watch my car get repoed. It was a sad day. I loved that car. I worked so hard for that car. And I only had about 2 years left owing on it. And it's like I lost all that money for nothing. But it was a hunk of metal, as people tried to say to me. It was, you know, but that was a while. It stung. So if you are looking at buying a vehicle, don't make the stupid mistake that I did and not get disability or life insurance. And the point that I was trying to make so long ago was I learned the lesson, and with all my loans, like I only have 2 loans and credit cards, they all had insurance. Thank the universe. So yeah, I was away for it took me an hour, as I was, you know, as I'd said that I was watching, well, we sat down to eat and vegetable soup tonight. And Mr. Addiction had chicken noodle soup. And I started watching a show. I watch a lot of investigation Discovery Channel. Like, I very much like real crime shows, not CSI. Like, I'll watch CSI and Law and Order. To me, that's kind of fiction. Excuse me there, you guys. I think my cold medication's wearing off. But I like the true crime. And I was watching this one. The show is called Grave Secrets. And it was about, you know, a young couple. They had gotten married. And 9 days later, the husband went missing, and this wife was distraught. Meanwhile, I had figured out, obviously, it was her. Once you watch enough of these shows, you get it, right? And yeah, sure enough. Do you guys want to hear this? What's crazy is she threw her husband pushed him off a 200 drop cliff to the ground because she was too afraid to consummate the marriage. I know, right? Like, he was a town down in Montana, and Montana is like where I live. They're very connected to the Rocky Mountains. And yeah, she pushed her husband off this cliff. It's a 200-foot drop to where he landed because she was too afraid to have sex. Like, what? I understand saving yourself for marriage, but like, why wouldn't you just talk about it? And this is why I watch these shows. I watch them because I find humans interesting, like in a sense of what makes them tick and like what makes people do crazy bullshit, like throwing your newlywed husband off a cliff because you're too afraid to have sex. Like, there's got to be a lot more to it. Like, to me, there would have to be a lot more to it than that, right? Like, maybe she's just warped and twisted, or maybe something happened to her as a young child, you know. And I've mentioned to you guys before that I'm a photo reader, right? And I read photos. Definitely a broken soul. Not tainted, broken. And I truly think something happened to her in her childhood that made her afraid of sex. You know, and I really, really enjoy watching, blossoms in the snow. Squirrel! Sorry guys, I just looked up and I seen the song playing on the TV. I listen to a lot of spa music, and Blossoms in the Snow is one of my songs that I really like to listen to. So yeah, like, I love watching true crime because I love learning about the human psyche, right? And it almost validates what I feel I kind of already know, in a sense, when it comes to tainted souls. So speaking of TV, I'm going to give you your giveaway question for today. And that is going to be, what are your favorite TV shows to watch? That will be your giveaway question for today. What is your favorite kind of TV shows to watch? Mine are true crime. You know, like, I don't watch a lot of TV. I'll put it, like, to actually sit down and watch a TV show, 9 out of 10, it's investigation, discovery, A&E. You know, I like the first 48. That's one of my favorite shows. Graves, like, now that's A&E. It would be the first 48, and then most of the rest of the shows I watch are on investigation, discovery, like Grave Secrets. That's the one I just watched over supper, was Grave Secrets. Most Evil, that one's a good one. I just started watching that one, and wow. And what Most Evil is basically, you have this guy, and he's a forensic psychologist, and he was basically kind of like a profiler with the FBI. And in this show, they take 3 demented, tainted souls, and they tell, you know, their history of crime and what they've done. And then at the end of the show, this profiler guy puts them on a scale and lets you know, out of the 3, which one is the most evil. That's one of my favorites, because that's kind of the stuff that I'm into, is learning about, and it kind of goes hand in hand with what I do, being spiritual, right? Like, I don't know if there's necessarily a scale, like, maybe, like, you know, for forensic wise, yes. To me, it's a tainted soul is a tainted soul. Which one is more warped than the other, right? And to me, it would just be how much long, instead of the scale, like the forensic scale that they do on this show, for me, it would just be which soul is more tainted than the other. You know, that which how old is that soul and how long has that tainted soul been going? But we're not here to talk about that. Like, it's just, that is what really, those are the shows that I really, really get into. And then if I'm just looking for a brain break, like right now I'm PVRing Big Brother. And for me, that's just kind of something, what I call a brain break, that I don't really need to focus on. I can just put it in the background, and then, yeah, so I don't watch a lot of sitcoms. Actually, I don't watch any sitcoms. I don't do soap operas. Not my thing. It's basically crime shows that I watch, that I'll really sit down and, like another one I watch is Deadly Women. Because not very often, like, I know there's women killers out there, and that's basically what that show is. I love learning about human behavior. It's just something that intrigues me. And I will watch some paranormal shows, but a lot of them, I'll be honest with you guys, they kind of piss me off. They do. Like, they piss me off. Like, sometimes I feel they have no respect. Like, I'll watch some of these paranormal shows and they're literally walking all over these graves, and I'm like, do you have any respect for those on the other side? And they've got this fancy equipment stuff, and like, do you have anything to give as an offering? Did you put a circle around you to protect yourself so you don't bring something home with you? Do you know the difference between a tainted spirit or a good spirit? Because a tainted spirit is one that you got to really be careful of and watch out for. I'll talk about that on a spiritual Sunday. So that's another reason why I don't want to get too much into the spiritual side of things, but that's why I don't watch a lot of paranormal shows, because they kind of, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't watch a lot of dramas like that show This Is Us. I've never watched an episode of it. I hear a lot about it. And I mean, it's to each their own. I don't judge people for what they watch, as long, I'm not getting judged for what I watch. I always, always, always say to each their own. And I have respect for what other people watch. For me right now, it's more or less, I just put TV on in the background. Most times it's the spiritual music playing. So that's pretty much what's going on for that. Movies, I like psychological thrillers, crime shows, action. I don't watch chick flicks. I'm just not into romantic comedies. I don't mind the odd drama. Like, one of my favorite movies is The Notebook, and that is about as sappy as you can get, but I do like it. And it's probably because I like that time era. One second. And I'm back. Like, holy cow. Hey, you guys. I've had more breaks in this one video, or pauses, than I think I've ever had in any one of my videos. But I mean, that was a friend just wanting to see how I was doing. It's actually an old friend I haven't spoken to for a while. So, and just actually since this time last year. And you know what? To me, I appreciate that people are calling to check up on me or sending me messages. I'm actually doing pretty good. You can only be sad for so long, and now I actually feel I'm healing. I'll always grieve my son. I'll always do every year, well, what would he look like this year? But I actually feel that, and it's not a matter of letting go. I'll never let go. I've let go of losing him. I've let go of how it happened. And now I'm slowly working on forgiveness. Forgiveness to the ex, forgiveness on myself, forgiveness to the universe, because I was so angry for so long. And when you stay angry and bitter, it literally starts to consume you. Oh, my Lanta man, this has been probably one of the most squirreliest videos I've done. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Yeah, I do apologize, you guys. If anything, hopefully you get at least a good laugh out of this, because wow, this has been just all over the place, I tell you. Woo-wee! I always said it, you'll never be bored. At least I hope not. Hopefully everybody can keep up and they're not just, shutting down on me. I mean, we've talked about finances, we've talked about TV shows, human psyche, a lot. I don't even know how long I've been filming for. I have no idea. I do absolutely 100% enjoy doing videos and interacting. Right now, I will be honest, no, I am not commenting. Like, I am reading every single one of your comments. I do have the lovely Nicole Yard helping with the giveaway. She offered to help, and I'm like, really? Like, you're not fooling me, right? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I could use the help with the giveaway and tracking the answers. And the reason why I was willing, like the last time I did it, I did it on my own. Right now, I'm not in the right frame of mind. And what I mean by that is I'm not sleeping right. And I want to make sure that everything is good and all the entries are done correctly. And then once Nicole sends me everything, I will go over everything and I will check it. And that'll probably take me a few hours, right? Just to go through. So, because we are human, but right now, yeah, I definitely did need the help. Like I had mentioned to you guys, I wasn't expecting to be doing this so quickly. Am I happy that we are? Absolutely. Like you guys, I think we're 45 Vibe Tribe family members away from adding 2 more winners to the giveaway. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to the new Vibe Tribe family members. Hopefully you don't mind me being a little squirrely, but I definitely try to keep things interesting. Right now, I don't have that many unboxings. I do have friend mail coming. I have a couple interesting coming up. I got collabs. And if you guys have anything that you would like to see on this channel, please feel free to mention it or write it down in the comments. As a creator, we're always looking for new ideas, right? New, unique, and being a little inventive. And that's, and I'm always willing to listen to what you guys all have to say. I respect each and every one of your opinions. And if there's something that you would like to see or a certain company reviewed. Speaking of reviewing, I have, sorry, squirrel. I totally just lost my train of thought. See, that's how quickly it can happen, you guys. I am going to have some reviews coming up. I know I was talking about reviews. I am going to have some reviews coming up. And I have a diamond painting on its way from a company that I haven't actually heard of. Thanks to Diamond Dave. They reached out to me and asked me if I would be willing to review one of their one of their paintings on my channel. And I'm like, well, absolutely, as long as you are okay with the fact that I am going to be honest. I am going to be 100% honest in my review. If there's something I don't like, I'm not going to just not say it. I will say it. I will speak with kindness. And they're like, no, please do. They're like, that's why we're reaching out to YouTubers, because we want to make sure that we are offering, and if there is something that we can fix. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then yeah, I'm totally down. I'm not going to tell you guys what I chose. Some of you already know, but it is something that I have not done on my channel yet. And it actually worked out because, I have a hair. Oh, big squirrel. Big bad squirrel. There we go. Got it. Done. And now I lost my train. Oh, telling you guys, the brain fog be bad. I think that's something else that I have on my mind right now too, is my health. I'm scared and nervous, and I don't want that stupid test done. But yes, I'm going for the test. I am going for the test. I promise you guys, I am going to get it done. If I literally got to have someone take a picture of them sticking that needle in my back, then so be it. If that's what it takes, then we'll do it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like, I'm always not excited about the needle. I'm going back to what I was talking about before I did like the real big squirrel. I'm excited for things that are upcoming. There's a lot of good things that are going to be happening that I am so excited about. So hang in there. Hang in there with me, you guys. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't, and it's killing me. It truly, honestly is, you guys. Like, it's killing me not being able to share with you what's going to be up and coming. But I would probably get in caca. I guess you can only give away so much. What it is it's when I'm excited about stuff, I just want to scream it from the rooftops, and I can't. That's just, the only thing I'm going to say is pretty soon there is going to be something for the Vibe Tribe family that everyone can have. There we go. That is what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. I will let you speculate at what you think it could be, or maybe what it may be. But I won't tell you until it happens. And I am definitely excited. And I think I'm excited because I'm sharing something with you all. Like, we have all built this little online family. And I call you guys my online family. We are a small, like, compared to some other channels, we got our own little spot out here in YouTube land. We got our own little patch of grass, and we are growing. So I thank you guys so much for the likes, the comments, the shares. I don't think the Vibe Tribe family would be where it's at if it wasn't for all of you. You put up with my squirrels and my emotions and my sensitivity. And I know I probably say it 1,000 times, and you guys are like, we get it. But I'm going to just keep saying it. Thank you. Some of you have heard it a lot more than others. So I got to thank, especially when we with the new Vibe Tribe family members, they'll figure it out that, I'm a little squirrely, and the squirrel is the Vibe Tribe family mascot. But I don't think I would be where I'm at right now without you guys, especially during Hell Week. I've called this Hell Week from the year 2000. That was my first Hell Week. And this year, I don't feel alone. I don't feel alone. And I know that there are so many of you, if I needed to, I could reach out and speak to. And I think just knowing that, like, it's not that I didn't have support before, because of course I did. I have amazing parents. I don't have any siblings, but I have adopted siblings because I adopted them. Like my sister, who will be coming over here shortly, that I'm looking forward to having a visit with. It's been a few days. I don't really drive that much anymore. I will be tomorrow. Oh, speaking of tomorrow, I'm going to visit my mom tomorrow, and we are going to watch my little grandson together. She's going to be over there before me because my daughter and her boyfriend work early tomorrow. So my she'll be there before me, and then I'll probably be there about an hour after she gets there. And I get to spend the day with my mom and my grandson. Like, what better than that? I have an appointment I have to go to tomorrow. So it actually worked out really well that I get to spend the day with my mom and my little grandbaby. This little guy that I'm diamond painting off here, you guys will get to see. I'm gonna be hammering on this. Like, seriously, you guys, I am gonna be hammering on this as much as possible right now because I want to get a good dent on it. And the reason why I say that is I have a friend who hired me to do the Snow Queen for him for his daughter as a birthday present in October. Oop, that was a bad one. All right, bad one gone. I have not received, I don't got too much trash for this so far. Pretty darn good, decent quality drills, which makes me happy. But yeah, so that kind of gave me a little bit of an idea that I'm kind of brainstorming up in my squirrely old brain here. Like right now, diamond painting is very, very new to Canada. Like I know it's a lot more popular down in the States than it is up here because most people I talk to don't really know what diamond painting is until I explain it to them. And then they're like, well, I want to do that. And then, of course, my buddy who hired me, he's like, that is so cool, but I ain't doing it. And I'm like, no, I'll do it for you. So his daughter will be turning 6 and her birth. So I have until October to work on the painting, get it framed, and have it ready for her birthday for him. And he's like, that is so cool. And then after that, they want me to do a custom of him and his fiance and their 3 kids. So I'm like, well, yeah, I do that. I'll do that for sure. I mean, it's kind of what I'm doing. I'm doing it anyway, right? Like, what am I going to do with all these finished diamond paintings? So right now, I'm kind of brainstorming in my little squirrely brain here a way to try and, bring in a little extra income. Like disability, we don't get much. We really, truly don't. So, like if there's a way that I can generate some extra income for the household, great. And if it means doing diamond paintings for people, like, I could do customs for families. It could be a specific, like, they want, like, my friend wants me to do the Snow Queen, right? So yeah, like I'm thinking I might be able to generate a little bit of a home business out of doing diamond painting, especially since it's not that popular in Canada. I'm not saying that there aren't Canadians that know about it, but there is a good lot of people that have no idea that diamond painting even exists. And I'm like, You don't know what you're missing. Like, I find this so relaxing. Maybe that's what's, I don't know. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud right now. Oh yeah, you guys, I'm not sure how long this is going to be. So before I make it too squirrely and just right out in left field, I'm going to end it on that note. Tomorrow is my collab video with Lisa from Diamonds and Stitches. And we have a brand new tag that we're going to be doing. The last two were the get to know me tags. So I think this will be fun. I look forward to it. Plus it gives me something to talk about. Usually I don't have a problem. Once I get through this week, I'll be good. So I do appreciate every single 550 some of you. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. You're really helping to get me through this week. And next year, I'm pretty sure I'll be just my normal self with maybe 1 or 2 tears. All right, you guys, I hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday, or you had a wonderful Tuesday. I know my uploading schedule is like woohoo, cuckoo. I will get back into a more normal schedule. I hope you had a great Tuesday. You have a wonderful Wednesday tomorrow. Don't forget, I do go live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So until I see you then, stay positive, live blessed, many, many blessings. #Vibe Tribe. Bye, guys.